that same. Maybe not to the magnitude of Malcolm, but with the Theo character, but still, because back in the late 80s, early 90s, we didn't have a lot of positive black male role models on TV. You know, to have one in the couple that we did have, in terms of like we said earlier, them not being just comedy or just sketch artists or somebody who could speak to the issues that we faced in our time frame, high school drama and girlfriends and all of that kind of stuff, and arguing with your parents and getting bad grades and all of those nuances that we had in our community. But to have actual representation was a beautiful thing.
I mean, I expect that. I'm not surprised at all. That's very up to.
Wait, Adoration, here's some. Okay, so I don't mean to be petty. I'm trying to do better, right? Lord knows I'm trying. But there was somebody who got on my feed. It was like, he's not a racist. I personally shot for his family. And I was like, but he literally said that he's racist to a point, like out of his own words. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
he just
you saying you shot for his family. I mean, you were in some type of subservient role, right? So then, like she's like, well.
Martin hasn't been on air in nearly 30 years, but he's now being called out for his dark skin jokes about his co-star Pam. Singer Ori Lennox went online earlier today and said she is still bothered by how bad Martin used to joke on Pam. The singer said, "It appears Deion Sanders and Karrueche Tran have been together for a while now.
So DJ Quik replied to a post that said, DJ Quik is actually who everyone thinks Dr.Dre is. And then DJ Quik himself replied to him and said, finally, someone has the balls to say it. And plenty of people online commented and agreed with DJ Quik, you guys. Okay, what is that?
Demand that I give a certain amount. How are you going to demand that? That's crazy.
To say that you get more jobs outside of the Breakfast Club now without mentioning that you get them because the Breakfast Club is crazy.
He wasted a half a year in the campaign. And so where she, again, matter of fact, Yeah, Mike 1 2 1 2. Yeah. Hey yo, microphone check 1 2 1 3. Yes, it be that cat, Mr. Third Degree representing that drop the 3 St. Crew. Like I said, we about to come through up another avenue. And I don't give a damn who's really riding. Right now we step up, yeah, they kinda rotten. Sour faces, always trying to hate in the background, but we never back down, so we smack them down. When you come around, they talk a lot, but never to my face. Yo, they living in the outer space. I mean the outer limits, and they don't want none. They talking real tough like they don't shoot guns. I mean, I suppose maybe we can go ahead, give them black roses. Then I part the sea kinda like Moses. If you don't know, yes, I leave them comatosis. I mean, I leave them sleeping and they weeping. Better yet, creeping up on the weekend. 3rd degree sinking, get within the deep end. You don't even know lyrically what I'm thinking. I'm on another level, another plateau. Like I said, I got the ones that are down to go. The ones that don't like, they can just blow smoke, because right now we really no joke. Last one to provoke, hit you with the thought-provoking thoughts. Right now, you see what I bought. Right now, I'm just spitting off the top of the dome. Like I said, 3 yards, you better leave that boy alone, cause I'm halfway crazy, no ifs, ands, or maybes. And I don't throw shots, I will just go ahead and delete you. And just delete all your features. Better yet, give a middle finger to the creatures. This is my voice, hearing out your speakers. Bird beat people always want to try to speak, but right now, lyrically, we know that they weak. So right now, they can come and kiss my feet. It's that deep psychosis. Right now, we just know that no one comes closest to the one that they call 3R. I be the one, 3rd degree, go ahead and let the show be good. Yo, what's good? What's good, my brother? Man, I just be going off. I really don't know what I be saying sometimes.
Man, that's why they call it a freestyle, sir.
Off the top of the dome, no written.
It's not supposed to be written, man. Hey, how your week been though?
Yeah, it's been. We're in August.
That part. It's the first of the month. Wake up. I don't do that, bro. Don't do that.
Man, I think it's officially August. July. Like it seemed like it was just yesterday we were doing the 4th of July show, and now that's up out of here. Saying now we're in the Leo season. So shout out to those Leos, man. Some Leos I know are just cold, man. They can be with somebody for a minute, they dry kick them. Then a week later, they posted up with a bad one. You know what I mean? Like
that cold piece of work, man.
I done seen some Leo men and women, just both. Hey, what's up, Trey Miller or Miller Trey? What's good with you?
Oh yeah, that's my little cuz right there, man. You know what I'm saying? Little cousin in the building. What's happening?
What's up, family? How you doing?
He gonna drop the link. You dropped the link yet? You ain't put it in there.
Oh, snap. Yeah, not yet. All
right.
Oh, he said, let me in. I will. Actually, you know what? It should be in the descriptions. You know what I mean? Let me, it's been a little bit of ratchetness. So let me go ahead. Let's do the ratchet news. Special guest. Hey, I'm with it.
I'm not. He's just a regular guest. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no special. Don't do that.
I got you.
But
yeah, so let's go ahead. Let's just get into a little bit of ratchetness. I'm gonna drop the link in the comment section on Facebook, and then we'll see you guys back in a few.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy 3rd Degree. We're back with more ratchet news. Well, some of it's ratchet, some of it's not, but we still gotta speak on it. So let's go.
Well, kicking off the ratchetness is a toxic couple that will not disappoint. Erica Mena clowns Safari for a Chris Brown fangirling instead of paying child support. And I mean, she might actually be on to something, because check this out. I mean, what was this cat doing? You know what I mean? Like, man. You know what I mean? It's one thing to be a fan, but then to start like crying and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, if my girl don't get this emotional over me like how he is for Chris Brown, then I don't even want her. Moving on.
Gary Owen claims it's more socially accepted for a white man to date a black woman than for a white woman to date a black man. I don't know about that. We will talk about that next week for sure. Be a topic. Moving on. Texas father who moved his family to Russia to escape wokeness in the United States was sent to the front lines in Ukraine. Talk about karma. Moving on. President Gump orders firing of labor statistics chief after data shows unemployment rates are higher. Shouldn't you fire yourself, bro? Moving on. Can't catch a break, Dre. Quoted, "This is a very special place in my heart because this is where my son was conceived. There would be no Adonis if it wasn't for Amsterdam. So shout out to y'all." Unquote. But weren't you the same one that was trying to hide him, though? You know what I'm saying? Like as if you were ashamed. That's the one that Pusha T called you out on? I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Moving on. Back to toxicness. Cardi B and Raw Ali reignite Nicki Minaj beef in Cairns Airport. What are they fighting over exactly? I don't know. It's just getting kind of nasty at this point. You know what I mean? Moving on. Joey Badass goes off on Columbia Records for delaying his album. I would too. I mean, he had a buzz, you know, pretty much creating like a little fake beef with the West Coast. That would have been the perfect time to capitalize. But hey, that's what you get from messing with that. Moving on. I mean, look at this kid, man. He's goofy, corny. I can't believe this. The Nicki Minaj actually let him hit. Moving on. Speaking of, Rick Ross claims he took 50 Cent's youngest son, Sire, fishing while his mom, Daphne Joy, was at Diddy Star Island Mansion. Yeah, but then he calls the little boy Bruce Leroy. I'm starting to think that, you know, Rick Ross might be a little racist. Hey, moving on. Speaking of children, Ricky Smiley learns that he is the father of five-year-old twin girls. Crazy, right? He out here slinging that thing. Moving on. Court grants Tory Lanez permission to file a supplemental habeas petition with new evidence. Interesting. We shall keep you posted. Moving on. It's being reported that Diddy is not taking that L. Bad boy mogul fights back, tells feds running back after man at convictions. Basically, he wants this case thrown out. Well, good luck, buddy. Moving on. Angel Reese is quoted as saying, "Y'all make $1,400 a week. I make $1,400 in 7 days." Actually flexing on reporters. Me too, Angel. Actually, me too. So we flexing together. Yeah, who's gonna tell you? Me or you? No, moving on. Justin Timberlake said he's been diagnosed with Lyme disease. Not sure what that is, but praying for him. Moving on. Bubba Wallace is quoted as saying it's not the sport that isn't ready for change, it's that some fans aren't. Facts. Moving on. And the clapback award goes to a man who I would hate to give it to. I can't stand Stephen A. Smith, but he says to Daryl Morey, "You were with the Rockets for 13 years, didn't win a title, and didn't get to the finals. It is something critics would argue you've been allergic to," unquote. This is basically a response to Daryl Morey saying that the 2020 bubble championship didn't matter, or it was a fluke. So this is his response, and I actually hate to agree with Stephen A., but I agree. Moving on. ESPN has parted ways with Shannon Sharp after settlement of SA lawsuit. Yeah, brother, you should have fought this one, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of makes you look a certain type of way, and especially from what we heard, I kind of get it. All right, moving on. Wait, I got to circle back to Drake. He said the Cold War is over, and it made us even colder. Drake's message to his OVO crew on their new iced out chains, bruh, it's been over. Not like us. After 5 Grammys, it's been a wrap since. Moving on. Radioactive wasp nest found at former nuclear weapons site. Crazy. Probably got some mutant wasps over there, right? Moving on. UCLA reaches a $6 million settlement with Jewish students. Can we get ours too? Moving on. DJ Academics alleges Clips have manipulated their first week album sales from 57K to 113K through bots and bundles. Nah, man, it's just a solid project. Why is this dude still fluffing for Drake? Can't he go get Drake's ding ding out of his mouth or something? All right, moving on. Clarissa Shields is quoted as saying trans athletes need to build their own little league and fight each other, effective immediately. I hate to agree with her on this one, but I kind of do. It would be cool to see trans get their own little league. Not little league, but their own league and represent each other in that way. As opposed to having women stepping into the ring with men. You know what I mean? It's just kind of crazy. Moving on. Kevin White's Draco files for divorce after 9 years, wants custody, spouse support, and no coins for Kevin. Wow. Moving on. Glorilla secures her own $4 deal at Checkers, from drive-through day job to menu main stage. Hey, salute to her. Moving on. Wait, but speaking of Glow, it seems like she done hooked up with former Laker Brandon Ingram during her Cabo birthday trip. So, hey, salute to both of them. Moving on. Well, he about to experience what that moose knuckle be like. Moving on. Recent studies suggest that in most arguments, the girlfriend tends to be right, attributed to a woman's stronger emotional intelligence and heightened self-awareness. Bullshit. Moving on. Jane Fonda's quoted saying, F him. You don't get to tell black people how to act when they're called the N-word. Jane Fonda in response to Michael Rappaport. Salute to her. Moving on. Judge Mathis and his wife Linda shared cares nearly a year after he vowed to win her back after when she filed for divorce after 39 years of marriage. Salute. That's what I love to see. Salute, salute. Moving on. Erykah Badu's One on Mama's Gun 25th anniversary tour this fall. I didn't want to go. Moving on. Shout out to Beyonce, becomes the first black artist in history to reach over $2 billion in total for tour revenue. Salute, Queen. Moving on. Shout out to Luka Doncic. He got in shape for the Lakers. We might do some damage. Moving on. Ray J breaks the silence about rumors he played a role in Whitney Houston's Unaliving, and he did some other weird interviews, and he's just weird. So we're just gonna move on. Shout out to CeCe as she officially becomes a citizen of Benin after discovering her West African heritage through DNA testing. I keep trying to tell y'all. Moving on. Ghislaine Maxwell granted limited immunity while giving DOJ 100 different people linked to Jeffrey Epstein. I wonder if one of those people was Trump. Moving on. Charlamagne says that if you've been engaged for 4 years or more, your engagement is null and void. I agree, and just moving on. Last but not least, Ari Lennox says that Martin's jokes about Pam still hit a nerve. Talking about colorism within the Martin show. It's actually one of the topics. So let's go ahead and let's just get right into the show.
Anyway, I'm your boy Third Degree, and that's been your Ratchet News. Enjoy the show. What's good? We back.
Yes, sir. Hey, Trey, you got to turn your camera on. There you go. We can't hear you.
I know we can't hear you yet. We're gonna bring you to the stage in just a minute. Everything good though? I don't know if he can hear us. What you hearing the ratchetness, man?
Oh man, look, see, I took my own advice from last week. I started writing it down because it be so much and it be moving so fast. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta write them down, man, because you be having some in there. But first of all, let me get on Safari, bro. If I ever see a grown man acting like that about another grown man, bro, we gonna fight. Don't do that. You too extra. You know what I'm saying? Chris Brown is dope. I'm not taking nothing away from Chris. Chris Brown is an amazing performer. Probably the next best thing since Mike. You know what I mean? In my opinion, I'm always say Chris Brown running right up there with Mike. You know what I'm saying? And Usher as far as performers when it comes to, you know, R&B and that type of thing. But bro, it ain't that serious. It's never been that serious. Who else? Rick Ross and 50. Man, that's a lifetime beef right there. But, you know, when you start playing with people's kids, you know what I'm saying? You might get yourself hurt. Don't be that was a bit much right there. Though. I would take your son fishing while your baby mama was at Diddy house is a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot. That's a whole lot. You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm gonna have to see about you on that one.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And I'm with UCLA. UCLA, y'all got money. I need some money too. You know what I mean? It's amazing how quickly nobody ever says, where are we going to get the money from when some injustices happen to other people? You know what I mean? We ain't got to figure out no numbers and do no studies and none of that. But, you know, the money just appears out of nowhere. Voila.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, but that's all I got from the Ratchet News out of my notes.
Bet.
You know what I mean? I had to take notes, bro. I'm telling you.
All right. You know what? So we got to give love. Shout out to the people on Facebook who are watching. Make sure you guys hit the like, share button. Make sure you tap on that screen. You're tapping the emojis, the hearts, the likes, the laughs. Engage. Also, too, you know, we got stars. You know what I'm saying? If you want to donate a couple of stars to the United Negro Rapping Foundation, you know, rhyme is a terrible thing to waste. You know what I mean? You know, so I got to put on my rap mask from time to time. You know what I'm saying? So I need a few coins so I can get up in the studio and continue to drop bars. Mm-hmm. Also, too, you know, shout out to the YouTubers out there. Make sure you guys hit the like, share, subscribe button, and the notification. Within the last few weeks, you know, I went from like 10.4 to 10.8K new subscribers on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Over 167,000 views on YouTube. You know, over 100,000 on Facebook. So you guys are always showing love. So we love you back. So definitely just thank you for the support.
Good stuff.
All right, y'all.
Growth.
So again, my fault.
Growth, I say growth is inevitable, brother.
Yes. So thank you for the continued support and continue to prove those haters wrong. Also, too, if you guys, we're getting ready to start the show. So I have the link in the description and I have it in the comment section on Facebook. If you're coming on, make sure you're in a nice, quiet spot. Make sure you're next to your Wi-Fi. Make sure there's no extra stuff going on in the background. There's no eating on camera. You know what I'm saying? Like Quez likes to say, this is a production. So you could be clipped up and you could be put out. Again, like I said, we over here getting millions of views, 100,000s of views. You know what I'm saying? You never know where you could be ending up. So just make sure you got your Wi-Fi on. You're near your Wi-Fi. Also, too, if you're using your phone, make sure you use your headphones, because if not, then it will bleed into the show eventually. Also, too, we don't want no background noises, no TVs, no nothing else, because it bleeds into the show. Therefore, they might copyright strike us on it.
They've been getting us.
They've been getting me, man. They get me for my own stuff. So just if you could do us a favor, just to make sure that we make ourselves look excellent. You know what I mean? Also, too, saying it's okay to agree to disagree. Just make sure that you do it respectfully. Make sure there's no disrespecting, no name calling, no pulling up, no none of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Make sure it's all love. We're here to have different opinions, thoughts, views, and opinions. And that's just what it is. Nobody has to subscribe to your way of thinking. And you don't have to make nobody subscribe to your way of thinking. It's just a safe place where people can speak their minds on certain topics. You know what I'm saying? So, you got anything you want to add, DY3 Quiz?
No, I think we good, brother. You know what I'm saying? Let's kick it off. You know what I mean? Let's get into that.
All right, let's go ahead. Let's get popping with some ads. Osider, I see you. We're gonna bring you up. We're gonna run these ads real quick, and then we're gonna bring you right up. All right.
Gotta pay them bills, man. Let's go.
Much love.
Hello, family. I'm Marquez.
Hey, you guys, and I'm Denisha.
We all want the best for our children, right? Security, opportunities, and a future filled with endless possibilities.
That's right, but here's the question. What are you doing today to create that future? Imagine building a business that creates generational wealth, leaving a legacy that grows even when you're not working, showing your children what it means to dream big and take action.
That's right. With Planet Marketing, we offer you the opportunity to earn income while still being present with and for your family. We show you how to invest in their future while securing your own, and teach them by example what financial freedom should look like.
And don't just tell your kids to dream big, show them how it's done.
That's right. Comment below, or
you could just message us for a direct link to our presentation.
Accomplish eliminating frizz and have that shiny look to your waves, you need a laydown pad. The Wave Essentials is having a sale right now for buy two, get one free. With the little strap on the back, it makes it super easy to lay your hair down, and the plastic on the front helps with laying the hair down and creating that shine. Do this for about 10 to 15 minutes and you'll accomplish that shine and that laydown that you need. Nobody likes frizz, so make sure you go get your laydown pads before the sale is over.
Podcast deal is so cheap, it's practically stealing airtime. Small business owners, listen up. For just $25, yes, $25, you can get your brand featured on the Drop Your 3 Cents podcast. Here's what you get. 4 video ads running for 4 consecutive weeks, plus a full 30-minute interview to tell your brand's story and connect with new customers. Don't miss this opportunity to amplify your voice and grow your business. Drop your 3 cents with us today.
Who got off? Method X, live DJ and streamer. Live stream schedule. Check it out. Exhibits a sound by Method X. Check him out on Twitch. Some awesome visuals here. Looks like a great show is going down. What do you guys think?
We are back. We are back. We are back. Also, too, shout out to Toyota in Carlsbad. You know what I'm saying? They're out there doing amazing things. If you guys are in Carlsbad, make sure you stop by and check them out. Get yourself a new or used Toyota. They're out here doing stuff for veterans, showing love to the community. You know what I'm saying? I like the energy that they're doing. So make sure you shout out or you make sure you support Toyota in Carlsbad. All right. All right, so we got that old cider. We're gonna bring you up. You ready? Thumbs up.
All right, let's get it.
What's happening?
It was good with you.
What's going on, man? Our special guest. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the proper introduction. Get this show started and popping.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the show, man. Like I tell Quez, you know, if you Quez family, you my family. So welcome, bro.
Absolutely, man. That's my little cousin, man. My little cousin Trey.
It.
You know what I mean? I've been telling him about the show. He been saying he was gonna get on, but you know what I'm saying? I had to get him in here.
Formally invite, the special guest. You know what I'm saying? We don't do word of mouth.
Oh my God. Oh man. All right, what's our first topic of the day though, man?
Well, we got a tree of them, yo. We got trees. So we got Ari Lennox pretty much came out, accused the Martin TV show Colorism. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna take a deep dive in that and see if that's true. Also, too, shout out to Quez's queen, Queen Denisha. She suggested that we talk about the Deion Sanders and the Karrueche Tran. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about ageism and dating. And again, we talked about it before, but, is there such thing? Is there too old, too young? Also, too, something that happened last week, we wanted to talk about it, but DJ Quik reshared a comment from somebody that pretty much said, hey, everything that you thought Dr. Dre is, that's what DJ Quik is, whatever it was. DJ Quik said, finally, somebody had the balls to say it. So, you know what I mean? So, we're going to definitely talk about that. Is DJ Quik actually better than Dr. Dre? So we got 3 topics. So, I'm going to let y'all, Adoration, we're bringing you up too. So, we're going to let y'all choose which ones y'all want to take a deep dive into.
All right. What's up, Adoration? And what's going on? Where you at this week? You know what I'm saying?
I am in Taiwan. I will be
in Taiwan?
maybe Thailand or China next week, but I am.
Yeah, that's what I know. Boy, you be on the move. You know what
On
I'm saying?
the move.
And they're stressing the men out in that gym. I see you posting them damn gym pictures. Stop doing that.
I'm waiting for y'all.
I'm stressing them people out, man. You know what I'm saying? They already don't see black people on the regular. You all in the gym with spandex on and shit, stressing the men out.
You out there applying pressure, Adoration?
Man, she posting all kind of pictures, sitting up just with spandex and shit on, little Taiwanese dudes walking by, looking stressed out.
I work out. Not consistent enough.
Let's get into Ari Lennox, man, and the Martin thing, because that's been bothering me all week. She disturbed my spirit with that. You know what I'm saying?
And it's a legendary show, and all of the actors and Tommy and everybody, legendary, amazing. I adore them all. You have no idea. And I adore Martin. I adore him. It just would piss me off. The joking on Pam. I just didn't like that, I'll always kind of feel a way about
it.
Yeah.
All right. So, first question I guess I'm going to ask the panel. Do you think that there was colorism in the Martin show?
Absolutely.
Am I supposed to go first?
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, and I'm gonna be real straightforward, and y'all probably not gonna like this, but I'm from a younger generation, so when I watch certain of these old shows, and yes, Martin's one of them. There's a lot of colorism, a lot more than you'll see today, and so for my generation, it's hard to digest. Sometimes it's like, whoa, because we're past some of that stuff. Even I was watching a white show, like mainly white show the other day, and the daughter goes, well, Mom, you're dating a Smex addict, and brother, you're gay, so why can't I have my hot black boyfriend over? And I was just like, whoa. You don't see people say stuff like that because people were more racist and colorist back in the day. It was more acceptable. So yeah, it was quite a lot. And I've heard from a lot of people who are dark skinned in the community, talk about their own experience with that. It was normal, so it was like, oh yeah, it's not a big deal. But a lot of times internally it was a big deal. It was norm, but it did hurt people. And so I personally am glad that she spoke about it. And I'm just going to be real honest with that. The truth is the truth. Because imagine being that person, as far as your self-esteem goes, where the jokes kind of infer that you are, less attractive or something like that. And that is your identity for a long time. And so, yeah, I think it was normal. So I don't really blame the show, and I don't blame Martin. I don't really know how the show went. But I would say that in a lot of shows, that was the norm. And so I'm going to leave it at that.
Can I play advocate real quick before I let the other panels jump in? Absolutely. So you do know that colorism. Do we actually know what the word colorism is? Because if we take a look at the show, we take a deep dive. The only lightest person on that show consistently was Gina. And for a minute, was it White Mike or was it Sean, the DJ that was in there?
Yeah, the DJ at the radio
station.
Know
What I'm saying? They were literally like the lightest two of the whole show. So you had Martin, you had Cole, you had Tommy, you had Pam, you had Brumman, you had what's his name? What's the dude who had the bar?
Oh, Nipsey.
Yeah, Nipsey. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get what I'm saying? You had what's his name? The radio owner. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was nothing but chocolate all around. Right. You know what I'm saying? So how is it colorism when you got literally predominantly 99% of your cast is chocolate?
So, but remember this though. Black colorism is within the Black community. All right. So when we're talking about within the Black community, so it's not that there's not Black people around. It's just when they're referring to a beautiful girl or a non-beautiful girl, even like I know the blackest guys, blackest night that be like, oh no, I would only be with a light skin girl, or vice versa. So it's not that there's not chocolate around. It's not that you're not in the family. It's not that you're not accepted. It's just you are told or inferred to as less attractive, and that's the thing. That's still a thing today, believe it or not. I was actually kind of shocked.
Now here's my little bit of pushback, because as a staunch advocate and person watching Martin and growing up in that era, I never, like, in our time frame, to be honest, we all knew that Pam was finer than Gina. You know what I'm saying? Okay. If we gonna be honest about it, like we all thought that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, Trey, you weird, so it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? But the rest of us, you know what I'm saying? He young like you, so I'm not even taking him serious. You know what I'm saying? He in your age bracket. So, you know what I mean? In our time frame, we all knew that Pam was better than Gina. She was built better. She was finer. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of the show, Martin never really referred to her color in none of the jokes. You know what I'm saying? And her position on the show wasn't to be, necessarily a punching bag for colorism. Her position was more kind of like the single best friend of your girl that was always in y'all business. So he was always on her because she was always in the mix. It wasn't it wasn't necessarily like, oh, you ugly dark skin, get your black ass, or none of that.
Right.
None of that ever
The
happened.
beaded beads.
Yeah, the BDBs, but you know, you're a prime example, Xavier, that light skinned people have BDBs too. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't really.
Man, I ain't got no beaded beads.
What is BDB?
Hey, that's my little bro. Third, that's my little.
Oh,
brother.
what's up, man? We're family. All right, I see you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The family decided to show up today. You're gonna have to sit still though if you're gonna be on the show, and we're gonna put you in.
Yeah, real quick. House rules. Just make sure. yeah, make sure you're in a nice, quiet spot, sitting still. We can't really do a whole lot of moving on the camera, or you know what I mean, because it kind of distracts from the show. So just make sure you're in a nice spot. When you got good Wi-Fi, you're using your phone. Just make sure you use your headphones, because sometimes what happens, it bleeds into the show. So you know, but more importantly, just next to your Wi-Fi.
That part. But yeah, I never really gathered colorism from it. Now there are some shows where, like, you know what I mean, if you look at In Living Color was built on that. You know what I'm saying? Low key. They touched everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you was black, they was on you. If you was white, whatever. You know, but Martin wasn't one of those kind of shows. Martin was more of a show about it was like the black version of Friends for us. You know what I'm
Y'all
saying?
want to know a racist show? Keenan and Kel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that shit was racist till I got older.
Got older.
Yeah, Keenan and Kel was bad. Yeah.
Let's be honest. Everything that Dan Snyder did, when I got older and watched it again, I was like, oh my God. How did our parents let us watch this? The whole thing. The whole thing.
I think Ari and Lennox was going through something personally that affected her. You know what I'm saying? And she took it out on the Martin show.
No, but I watched the show, like I said, from a fresh pair of eyes and a different generation. You like, the thing is this: it starts at the casting. When they're casting the pretty girl, find me a show, especially from back in the day. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Even in Blackish, I was just watching a scene where Rainbow's talking to her dark-skinned daughter, and she's like, "Listen, I need you to keep being smart and not fall for, you know, Zoe's gonna marry well. Zoe's light skin." It's just like it's always the same thing. Like I said, even today, it's still like that. Like people.
I know what you're alluding
have
to.
that in their songs. They still have that in their casting. It's just becoming a thing where it's kind of turning. And like I said, for guys, I think somebody mentioned how it turned back in the day. I don't remember. I don't know what happened. But for girls,
we had Wesley Snipes. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened.
And let's be honest, Quez, though, I hear you say it all the time on the show. So I ain't gonna.
Yeah, Blade happened. You know what I'm saying?
Different generation. So
you know what I'm saying?
You gotta be realistic.
It happened when Wesley Snipes said, "Sit your $5 ass down before I make change to the light skin niggas."
Exactly.
It was over from there.
Okay, see.
So,
like I said, there's still guys today, like I see them in home talking about, calm down, why are you acting light skinned to dark skinned girls? Like you acting too light skinned. And it's like
we say that to guys
too.
That's what I'm saying, though.
So, but even with that being said, so while you're acting light skinned, it's not necessarily a positive thing. If you're talking about colorism, it defeats your. It kind of defeats your argument because it's saying like, hey,
you didn't let me finish the third. What he was saying was you're acting too. You're having too. He said this term. You have too many standards for a dark skinned girl. That's what he said. Stop.
That's not what that means. That's not what that means.
That's what he said. That's what he said.
So whoever said that was a dummy, because that's not what it's supposed to be used for.
This is culture. So what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know.
What he's saying is coming out of nowhere.
So I'm trying to school you a little bit. So when someone says you're acting light skinned, it's used as a derogatory word to mean that you're either acting too emotional, too soft, you know what I mean, too closer to proximity of weight. You know what I'm saying? It's not meant to build. It's not meant to build somebody up. I know that. So you missed what I said. I said when he said that was a dummy because he does not know that what he speaks of.
That's the thing. But the thing what I'm trying to explain to you is that people have different intentions. I understand what you're saying. When somebody says you're acting light skin, especially to a guy, that's what they mean. But in the
even to a girl,
black women, hear me out. And you can ask other black women, ask other dark skinned black women, and I've heard from them how they were treated or how they're talked to. Okay, let's be realistic and let's talk real. This is
Let's
their
talk.
reality.
Well, we're
So what
asking
I'm
you.
saying
You
is,
dark skin.
so when I mean, I'm brown skin. I'm kind of dark skin.
No, player. No,
I'm brown
don't try
skin.
to
I'm brown
don't try to
skin.
jump in the middle. You're
I know
black.
I'm not. I know. I'm not light skinned.
You're
But
dark
I'm
skin.
brown skin.
Negative.
But I know I'm not dark skinned. But I know dark skinned girls. Obviously, I'm a girl. I talk to other women, and yes, it's a thing. And it's a thing in songs. It's a thing in TV shows. It's a thing. So
I think more so in you guys' generation is starting to happen. Listen.
Wait.
Oh, go ahead.
Listen, in our time frame, we had Aunt Viv, who was fine as hell. We had Claire Huxtable, fine as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like growing up, you know, being the 80s baby and coming up into the 90s, a majority of the women that we looked at was dark skin. Yes, there was the Pam Greers, you know, that was kind of tailoring off in our time frame, but there was a lot of beautiful dark skinned women in our time frame. That light skin mixed mulatto race type thing didn't become a thing till like the late 90s, early 2000s, where it was like promoted to get you an exotic broad. You know what I'm saying? You got to get you a light skin. You got to get you something that's mixed up. But you know, back in the early 90s, you know what I'm saying? We had, you know, that Black Power movement. Everybody was wearing cross colors, you know what I'm saying, rocking afros. And you know what I mean? Black women was in. Dark-skinned women was in. I don't know where this colorism thing came from.
I gotta play advocate again. I gotta play advocate because I was around during that time also. But there is some truth because at one point, I mean, it was in if you were the light-skinned girl with the long hair, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's the ones who the dudes would normally try to clamor at, you know what I'm saying, or try to gawk over and get. You know what I mean? You know, you remember seeing them, but I don't know. For me, I was always an equal opportunist. You know what I'm saying? Whether he was chocolate, whether he was light skinned, you know what I'm saying? As long as you had some type of color to your, you know, some type of color in your skin, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Caramel chocolate, you know, I was with it. You know what I'm saying? So
if you with it, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But there's some truth to that. But to what Adoration is saying, as far as the Martin show, so not even the Martin show within Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? Like at one point, I did see there was like, especially with these casting calls, you know what I'm saying? Like if you look at some of these music videos, they look for, okay, we got to get a light-skinned girl, green eyes, long hair, whatever. This is going to be some, not all, but some, because that's what they were trying to exemplify as beauty. It's the equivalent of the standard of white beauty. When you know a blonde haired woman, blue eyed, this is the standard for or the prototype of beauty, the personification of it. So I mean, but for those who are conscious like Quez, you know, saying, or who are definitely in tune with their people, you know, saying they didn't see light skin, dark skin, you know, saying they, you know what I mean, because for a minute secretly, you know, while they're trying to pump this up for the light skin like women, like he said. There was a healthy fixation on dark-skinned women, you know what I'm saying? Because again, they were curvy, you know what I'm saying? There's something about them, that mystique, that aura. And some women, especially, it's the confidence. If you walking with some confidence, you walk into the room and I'm not talking about that false sense of confidence. Like, hey, look at me, I'm got the chi showing and all this other stuff. You know, when a woman could walk into a room and just automatically demand attention, you know what I'm saying? That's the confident one. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, Quez got a point, you got a point, but I don't see it on the Martin show. That Outsider, what are your thoughts?
In Martin, I never saw it.
I never seen it. That Outsider, what's your thoughts, bro?
Really, I don't even got too much to say on it. I'm just listening, you know, getting knowledge from y'all about it.
Light skin.
What I do gotta say is Gina was better than Pam. You know,
definitely was.
Gina was better than Pam.
Negative.
Did you see Pam?
Everybody got their own tape.
Pam,
true.
Pam was thick and a sticker. She was thicker and a sticker. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't like Pam because she was like the attitude one. I think that's what niggas' problem is with these black females. They
Oh,
don't want to
Yeah.
deal with the attitude of the black female. So
Hey,
that's
well, I
why.
hear a baby in the background. I hear
And
a
That's
they
why
baby.
he gets
always
you a little
cast the
light bright.
dark-skinned woman as the angry black woman.
right.
That is
Here
very
you
true.
go. Red
Let's
pill
be real.
society.
That's what I meant when I said the casting. They be like, we're looking for an angry black girl. Please, we're looking for dark-skinned girls. We're looking for the pretty, especially back in the day, we're looking for the pretty main character girl. Please let
My
us cast
bad.
a black girl.
But
That's a
yeah.
real thing. That's a
But
real
yeah.
thing in the casting.
I
In
know what I'm
fact,
saying.
we had Zendaya. Zendaya was a Disney Channel girl. She's, mixed or whatever. And she literally said, they wanted her to do a show called KC Undercover. And she literally said, if you don't cast me in a black, dark-skinned family, I'm not doing it. And they did.
But see that, but those are the standards that have to be set. You know what
Exactly.
I mean? We can't, you know what I mean? Because I think what the problem is that we comparing Hollywood casting and role selection to actual reality. You know what I'm saying?
That is
See, I think the light skinned girl from what's it called? Will Smith. She wasn't as cute as the dark one, the little sister.
Exactly.
Lisa.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about Hillary.
It doesn't
Hillary
mean
and
they were
Ashley.
cuter. It means
Yeah,
Yeah, Hillary wasn't the cute one.
It doesn't mean that you're not cuter. We know
But
that black
listen,
people.
so this I think this is wherein lies the problem, is that people are trying to confuse Hollywood and casting in terms of what's going on in the grassroots, right? Yeah, Zay. But yeah, because on the streets,
Oh, y'all ain't even hear what I said, huh?
we heard you. We muted you because your kids back there talking. But yeah, we heard you, Andrew Tate. But anyways, you know what I'm saying? listen, listen. What we doing societally is Hollywood doesn't represent the culture, right? And what people are trying to confuse, mainstream television with the culture, and the culture is not saying that. And Martin is, as much as we love him, and it's a fixture in the culture, it's not the representative of what was going on in the culture then.
No, but
Right?
she's talking about how she felt on the show, though.
Well, I mean, that's personal. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we're talking about.
So, there's gonna be some people out there who don't like me because I'm getting ready to say something. But real quick, we got Cheryl. Shout out to Cheryl. Make sure you guys are sharing this. Please share. Hit the like. If you guys are on Facebook, tap the screen, tap the emojis, send the stars. It's all about engagement. You guys are on YouTube, share, engage, comment. Feel free to come up and talk. If you guys want to come up as a guest, like those comments up. I know Facebook right now might be hitting me with a copyright strike. You know what I mean? So I'm telling you, that's why it's imperative. But Cheryl Powell says colorism only in America at slavery times. The Negroes of the day looked how the lighter skinned slaves got treated versus the dark skins got treated, and that's fact. And that was built by design. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, when you have people who or the descendants of these slaves, or the descendants of these slaves, whatever like that, you know what I mean? It carries on into generation. So they're carrying it on bad habits and bad traits, you know what I'm saying, within the community. But, again, with the Martin show, it was never, okay, well, Gina is the baddest because she's light skinned. Again, Tommy was gaga over Pam. You know what I'm saying? Again, like I told you, Gina was literally the only light-skinned girl on that show, or as far as main cast. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you have a room full of chocolate people. You know what I'm saying?
They talk bad about Gina too.
They talked about her big head. You know what I'm saying? Especially when Martin's mom came and lit her up. You know what I'm saying? It was like an equal opportunity thing. So Cheryl also said Martin's show was not about colorism. Remember how Pam got clowned, but her BDAB,
the B2B
kitchen, B2B kitchen, did that allude to nappy hair?
Absolutely. But shit, Gina.
Absolutely, yes. There's the little things in the back that curl up. That's what BDBs are.
Yeah, turn around so we can see him. You know what I'm saying? Let's get a. Let's say turn around. Let us see the BDBs.
Yeah.
You know
You're the one who got them.
I know.
Right.
My hair is luxurious. You know what I'm saying? Dark skin, luxurious. You know what I'm saying? Me and Trey got the best hair on camera. You know what I mean?
That's because I'm covering. That's because I'm covering mine up with a wave cap. You know, once I take off the wave cap,
everybody has their inner light skin. Everybody has their inner light skinness. That's his right there.
The inner light skinness. Where you get your ass?
No, so going back to Ari, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's a beautiful you dark skin, light skin, whatever. She's just beautiful, all around, talented. You know what I'm saying? Like, the thing is with her though, you have people who will project their own insecurities to everybody because again, nowhere in the show did it say anything about, oh, you black skin or dark skin or none of that. It was never no jokes about no skin color. So for you to feel a type of way was basically talking to your own inner insecurity, you know what I'm saying, about maybe how you felt about your skin, because it was nowhere said, nowhere alluded to in that show. So for you to just bring it up and put it out into the world, I think it's just a form of projecting because it was never said. And again, so if you feel a certain type of way about yourself, think maybe you should focus more so on loving yourself. And it's just like, where the hell did Quez go? Because he was going to help me out. He had a perfect.
You need help because I highly disagree.
Well, no, because Quez had a perfect word for it. But it's just like, so say for example, if we talk about skinny people, right? We say, hey, the skinny person, then some person who's watching the show is gonna be like, oh, well, I'm skinny, and they're making fun of me because they're talking about this, and so then they put themselves into every skinny person, the struggles, the good, the bad, the ugly.
You know what the difference is, though?
What's that?
She's on the show. So, for example, let's say
you said who?
She's on the show.
Who's on the show?
For example, let's say that you're saying somebody that's watching the show. She's on the show. So, for
Who's
example, let's say that you work at a firm with all white guys, and I come to see a presentation, and it looks great. Everything's great. You know what I mean? They might call you kind of dumb sometime, but it's great. And I'm like, it's not. You're just kind of dumb. We're wearing this. It's not that, they're being racist, but because you are on the team, you are on the show. She was on the show. It's not like she's projecting from someone outside the show. In fact, from what I'm hearing from everybody outside the show, everything's fine. But she's on the show.
Ari Lennox is not on the show. I'm talking about Ari Lennox.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Tashina Arnold never said anything. Oh, I felt this type of way or this and that. No. I'm talking about Ari Lennox. So Ari Lennox felt a way about it because she put herself into this person's not even disclosed struggle. You know what I'm saying? So then she started projecting out. So now you're letting the world know about your own insecurities. Like I said,
I want to know how she feels about everybody hate Chris.
Yeah, exactly.
How does Ari Lennox feel about everybody hates Chris?
But that's the thing, though.
Because Tashina Arnold was a whole different animal in that show.
Mm-hmm. TV shows were like that back in the day.
You know what I mean? But that's not even back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
It was made about back in the day.
It's consummate to like Third was saying. You know what I mean? I could hold that grudge forever. Oh, somebody called me an African booty scratcher back in 6th grade. I'm not even African. You know what I'm saying? I'm offended. You can always be offended. But if the offense never really happened, you know what I'm saying? Like, once again, I'll tell you what my granddaddy say, you can only get offended. You know what I'm saying? You can only take offense. You never get offended. Because it's up to you to decide how that translates into your mind. It's not, nobody did anything to Ari Lennox. She's holding on to some personal vendetta of people that made fun of her for being dark-skinned when she was young. I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. You either build up a tolerance and defense against it, because to be honest, adoration, not to pick on you, but like people your age and younger are not used to getting roasted. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a thing
in school when we was in school. Like, we used to gather around to roast people. You know what I'm saying? Whether you was light skinned, dark skinned, white, Mexican, whatever, we was roasting your ass. You know what I'm saying? So this type of stuff, we look at it like, man, are you serious? You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers will talk about your mama. They'll talk about the
your
outfit
daddy,
you got on,
your bald headed granny with the two strands of hair in their head.
Everything. Like, they'll talk about that time they came over to the slumber party, you peed in the bed. Like, they bringing up all that shit. There was no holds barred. If they was on you, they was on you. You know what I'm saying? If your breath stank that day, anything. Like, we grew up in that type of climate. So this type of stuff, we be looking like, are you really mad?
But that's literally what I just said. And you guys' generation, respectfully, people were mean, more racist, and more colorist. And
we weren't mean. It was preparation.
Wait, let me finish. The difference between your generation and last generation is not that stuff doesn't happen. It's that people are willing to share it. That's just the only difference. People are willing to share it and be like, oh, this is how I felt. It doesn't mean that she's weak or wrong or this or that. It just means that's how she felt.
No, adoration. Let me tell you.
That's it.
Let me tell you what the difference.
Go ahead. Tell me.
The difference was we roasted in preparation because we knew the world was ugly, mean, and vile.
Yes.
It wasn't that we were. It was
you
preparation.
Were adding to the mean. I understand.
No, we weren't. No, stop. We weren't adding to the mean.
Wait. Two pick quest, two pick adoration. Like, I have to interject. I have to shout out Jess because we were just having this talk about Generation Z and this and millennials or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you have to learn how to talk with them and all this other stuff. She made me onto something because, again, like Quez is trying to say, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't you're bringing up this whole thing of being mean and mean and mean and mean and mean. I think more so with us, we were taught that, you know, hey, when you step outside, like, no one's going to necessarily shield you from the ugliness. You know, you got your mom who's going to, oh, little man, little girl, my sweetie. They can shield you and protect you all they want within the compounds in their own home. Once you step outside into a classroom, you know what I'm saying, into the real world, you have to be prepared. Because at the end of the day, your mama and your daddy can't go fight your battles. So you have to learn how to fight yourself. So you either get clowned or you clown.
But
you know what I'm saying? Wait. Hey, let me finish. Gotta let you guys get off. You either take a joke or you give a joke. You know what I'm saying? Like, the one thing that we were taught, because if you got called fat, this, and that, whatever, you go home. So are you fat? No. Are you ugly? No. Then why the hell are you crying? Does this apply to you? No. Then why are you crying? Go talk about them. Look at their mama. Talk about their mama. Talk about their daddy. Talk about them. Because they can't fight. They can't fight the battles for you. So no one's going to be able to shield and protect. That's the difference between this generation and this new one. Because now you got all these people. Wait. You got all these people getting babied, being coddled. You know, come here, gold star for you. Oh, you didn't win, but we're going to give you a third place trophy too because you're a winner just like the first place. You know what I mean? It's just
listen. Y'all get bullied
online. As an educator of today, let me explain. Okay, after extensive research has been done, I understand that you have to do what you have to do, and that's the thing. I'm not clowning or blaming the generation. You have to do what you have to do. You either stab or be stabbed. You kill or be killed. You fight. You shoot at them, or like you said, if you don't want to get clowned, you clown them. It's basically
whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't go get to line.
Hear me out though. It's basically saying either you be bullied. If you don't want to be bullied, then be the bully. What we teach today is no bullies. And when my class, hear me out. No. I'm an educator. I'm a teacher.
You are mischaracterizing this.
Listen to me.
And I understand.
Okay, how about this? Because you're always stopping me. So let me just use the words Quez used. Dirt used. You either clown or be clowned. Okay. Now, listen, that's what he said. I'm using the words. I'm using the exact words. Okay. Clown or be clowned. In my classrooms, in our generation, the thing is not personal survival anymore. We have evolved. We're all surviving together. Listen to me. I don't allow my students to clown each other. I don't allow it. When I hear something, I say, excuse me, what did you say? Take it back and come back correct. The goal of the generation for today. Now, like I said, we stair steps, right? So we start by give your kids confidence, and I give my kids confidence. I pull them aside and tell them, hey, are you beautiful? Same thing. Great, because I got that in my generation. But also, you don't have to be a bully just to not get bullied. When you see somebody else get bullied, instead of sitting there and joining in so you don't become the one getting bullied, no. You stand up for them. You step in the way and say, hey, don't say that to them. Now, listen to me. You might say, well, it's going to make them weaker. But guess what is also going to make a nicer group of people? And a lot.
You believe that?
So
adoration. I'm not. Okay. So I know your profession.
I come into classrooms with mean behind kids.
No.
By
So
the time
yeah.
I leave classrooms, we got kids standing up for each other, kids helping each other, kids being kind to each other.
Correct.
Kids having words with. So yes, I do believe it.
Third, can I hop in here real quick?
Go ahead. We do got to get to the next topic.
I think you mischaracterizing it as us roasting each other meant that we were mean to each other.
Clown each other.
Roast, it's the same thing, right? Mm-hmm. But Third can attest to this because we went to school together. You know what I'm saying? I probably was on the upper echelon of roasters. You know what I'm saying?
We know.
Yeah, I was up there. But one thing I never stood for in school was people being bullied.
Bullying.
Yeah,
never.
It wasn't. Oh, we gonna roast and antagonize people, and then when we see you getting bullied, we gonna hop in and bully you too. That's not how that went. What I'm telling you is that when we were going through that, roasting was a sport, right? It was like an event, right? And after we was done, we still was cool. Now, of course, you know, once in a while there was some fights. There's gonna be fights regardless. But when you try to save these children, okay, their mama saving them at home, their daddy saving them at home, right? Then they go to school, the teacher gonna save them. They don't learn how to deal with adversity. So when they log into their phone and somebody tell them, oh, you black and you ugly and your comment is stupid, then these kids want to kill themselves because they've never dealt with adversity because you guys keep shielding them from the real world. The real world, regardless of how you want it to be, regardless of how, like, white supremacy don't make no sense, right? Right. White people, not all, but as far as a conglomerate and how they treat melanated people, they're mean, right? Right. Even though they can't come outside and sit in the sun with us, but we allow them to antagonize us, right? If we let that be the truth, oh, white people are better than us, even though they can't come out until the sun go down, then what would that make us, right? So you can't coddle these children to the extent that they don't know how to defend themselves when you're not around, when their parents are not around.
But to that point,
wait. You two, hold up. Hold your thought. Write it down. You guys got to carry notepads because I got to get into the comments. So Erica says, I agree with adoration 100%. I agree with Quez. I think we have to remember that there can be a duality here, which is true. Also, we have to remember that we also have the internet. We have the internet, something that we did not have when we were growing up. Yes. It's different when we were kids. No, so Erica, we did have the internet. It just wasn't accessible to us, like easily accessible at our fingertips. You get what I'm saying? So, how we were taught to deal with a bully, and like, and that's Quez is 100% right in this iteration. You're mischaracterizing what we're saying. You either clown or get clowned on. Like me and Quez, we can talk about each other all day. You know, again, I'm a rapper. We have rap battles, so we would talk about, oh, look at your shoes, some da 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 da, and then we dap it up afterwards, and we're cool. You know what I'm saying? Right. Quez was like the master roaster. People, believe it or not, believe it. People used to try to pick on him because of his skin. They used to try to say he was dark and this and that. No.
All my jokes are dark jokes.
So no, I'm giving you a third. Oh, wait. I'm giving you Third's perspective. This is Third's looking into it. So they used to try to bully him. Right. So, but because he had to face adversity, oh no, he was flipping on him. Oh no, well look at you. Oh, we're all laughing, ha, to the point that they wanted to try to fight him. That's how bad that he got on them. So again, there's a difference between being bullied and then joking with your friends. Jokes and then bully. Two separate, different things. So what I was getting ready to say is that yes, you're doing a great thing as an educator. Great thing. But so the reality is though, as soon as they step outside the classroom, they don't have 15 other adorations who are going to protect them. They're going to remember, but then at the same time, there's going to be somebody who didn't have an adoration who's going to come at them. So then what are they going to do? Are they going to cower and go run? Adoration, Miss Adoration, they're making fun of me. What are they going to do?
Listen, you have to understand that when you're building up a kid, when you built them up, you don't just build them up to take stuff and to dish back. You built them up to have the confidence to turn the conversation down. Like I said,
very true.
I was raised like this too. Okay, I was raised with so much kindness. I can be so kind, but do not get on my bad side. Because when I do, and then I come back at you with kindness, you don't have anything else to say. Because now you're like, well, why were you nice to me after all this? Don't try me.
That's like the third gun reference.
People have. People have.
Going on?
She is from Baltimore.
I wanted to say, I was trying to write in the comments, but I wanted to say to Quez racist comment. We came from a place, we know that, like when my grandfather was younger, he told me straight up. I mean, my great-grandfather, I'm sorry. He told my mom because he was kind of dying. But he told my mom, it used to be like a white man would come over to him and be like, boy, tie my shoe. And he would have to do it. That was the reality, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the reality. Because this is the racist comment, so you can understand how it compares. Now, white children were taught to be kinder. I have never been called out of my name necessarily, and other than like backhanded stuff by a white person. Other than backhanded stuff. Now, the backhanded, ring around, like I know what you're referring to. That's a real thing. And it doesn't make me weaker because I'm not being treated like my grandfather got treated. In fact, I'm much stronger because if you said to me,
they don't argue no more. They just go shoot up school. You know
exactly. But that's
they ain't gonna call you nigger no more. They just gonna wait till third period.
Our generation
the whole school up.
If you say it, I'm a bet and say it again. We're not there anymore because we're not in a world where we're being treated like that is normal and okay. We're no longer there. Now in my classrooms, you say something out of left field to another kid. They're like, excuse me, what you say? Oh, you got a big head. Say it again. So now, like I said, I have to stop it. Now I have to step in because people aren't taking that kind of bullying. Now, I'm not talking about clowning. I get it. When I was younger, I played the dozens too. We played it. We got in trouble for it, but we played it. It was good. It was hot. It was fun.
I'm going to interject real quick. I want to live in the world that you live in. Because even as a 40-some-year-old man, you know what I'm saying, I still see it from when the time I was a 19, 16, 17-year-old dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't got called the N-word from the time I moved to Washington up until, certain things. So I want to live in the world that you're living in. You know what I mean? Because, again, I want to experience that. You know what I'm saying? And, again, even still, when we're talking about today, I'm still in the world. I haven't left. You know what I'm saying? So we're in 2025. I mean, if it was such a perfect world, if it was such a changed world, we wouldn't have to still be fighting for the same rights that our parents and grandparents have been fighting for since the 60s and 30s.
The only difference between those two different versions of racism is that there's consequences now. And if you look at it, well, here in America, I don't know what y'all got going on in Thailand, but in America, now there's consequences. What's up, Doja? But here in America, because we fought so hard to get those equal rights, you know what I'm saying, or the semblance of it, that when white people openly practice their racism, it comes with consequences now. They were used to doing it with impunity, right? They always try to venture back over there. It's just we not our ancestors.
Amen.
You can get fucked up now. You know what I'm saying? Some boy tie my shoe shit.
Some of those ancestors. My ancestors,
we're not playing like that.
Had to move to different states and change their names because they slapped people with hammers. And
absolutely,
amen.
No, I'm saying on a larger scale. I'm saying on a larger scale though.
Right.
They were used to doing things with impunity, right? Because they had law enforcement, the sheriffs, all that kind of stuff. they would all link up and protect white supremacy. Now, white, like I've always said, white supremacy is a powerful system, but it's very fragile. When you attack it and when you confront it head on, it tends to fall apart because it's a fallacy, right? Like I said, y'all can't even be outside in the sun all day. If you look at sunscreen, when they put it on,
all right, man, it's
melanin.
Come on,
like
man.
if you put them under,
so
for real. Don't try to cut me off because I'm
let
on
a black man preach.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
it's really a fallacy. White supremacy is a fallacy, brother. Like
I got you.
Y'all can't come outside. You know what I'm saying? You
Not
got
everybody.
Skin cancer,
Come on,
you get
man.
melanoma, all kind of shit.
You don't
right?
gotta Quez.
You can't be supreme.
Wait, we got people in
outside.
Scotland that may be potentially watching. You know what I mean?
I appreciate them. They're not white supremacists. But you can't say you white and you supreme and you can't come out in the sun. You know
That's
what I'm
true.
saying?
That's
and
true.
the rest of us can. You know what I'm saying?
True. All right.
White people are the minority on the planet. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Most of the planet is melanated.
Oh, Quez.
Come on now.
Okay, so shout out to Cheryl. She said, problem with kids today is they're too sensitive. My generation calls them soft. You know, Cheryl is the generation above us. You know what I'm saying?
Your
so,
generation is defensive.
No, you don't know her generation. Her generation is definitely
She's older than us. Yeah.
She's older than us. You know what I'm saying? So
That's
I'm
what
gonna
I'm
put the
talking
business
about.
out there.
About the old generation. Wait, y'all,
Well, you think we old people, Adoration?
I do not think you're old. Y'all
Yeah,
was
you
calling
do.
me young, so now I'm calling y'all old, but I never thought y'all were old. Y'all younger than my mama.
What's up, Cheesecake? How you doing? Cheryl says, can they play the Dozens without crying? And when
of course,
very true.
I used to play the Dozens when I was young. I got in trouble though. We got in trouble because we were playing with our babysitter and we roasted her clean.
So one thing I would say about Quez, though, you know what I'm saying, especially when we were back there, when I clown somebody bad, you know what I'm saying, especially during the rap battle, folks want to try to fight me.
Ooh,
you know, Quez will instigate some stuff. You know, he'll definitely instigate. Oh, do you hear what he said about your mom? Oh, you know what I'm saying? But the minute that they tried to fight, Quez was like, no, it ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? If you got to fight, you fight him, you fighting me too. You know what I'm saying? Quez didn't play that bullying stuff. Quez is not a bully at all. So I can definitely attest to that.
He couldn't fight.
What?
Say what?
Everything is good here. All right, y'all.
Yeah,
Ari Lennox, we spent more time on this than I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Ari Lennox, love you. You're dope and talented. You're beautiful. But come on, man. Stop projecting. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you got.
Come on the show. Spill your heart. Don't listen to third.
She's welcome on the show anytime. You know what I'm saying? But it's something deeper going on with her that it didn't need to be said about that show. With the stuff that does go on, it does happen. So there's no denying what she's saying. There's truth to it, just not in that show.
Yeah, it just didn't happen right there. She picked the wrong show.
But
she
yeah,
had a better chance of picking Fresh Prince when they got rid of the first time vid. You know
that would have made more sense.
Crazy.
Yeah, when they got
that was.
That was a better.
There's no denying that one.
Yeah, right, how you just switching a whole different wife? Like we wasn't gonna notice.
Right, like we weren't gonna notice. They did the same thing on Family Matters. You know what I'm saying? Like 1 minute, you know, say you had the dark skinned mama, the next thing you know, there's somebody like we weren't gonna notice. Like that was just really wild.
They did that a couple times. There was another show they did that where they changed out
the They could have at least gave him a divorce or something.
They did it with My Wife and Kids. You know what I'm saying? Like they had the dark skinned daughter 1 minute, the next thing you know, she's not there, then they had a light skin.
It was a dark black girl, and then they brought in Claire.
Exactly.
Right. No, Claire. I mean, they brought in the new version of Claire, but Damon.
That's what I'm saying. It was the dark skinned girl that
yeah.
It was
once she started growing up, they wanted her to be more attractive, and they were like, "Well, we got to get something that works with our narrative out," and that's just true. And that's just how
there was some going on with My Wife and Kids, where with the girl, whatever. You know, so she left, and then they brought in the girl who was more reflective of Damon Wayans' actual real daughter. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? But Tis with tis, and we shall go on to the next. But Ari Lennox, love you, but you're projecting a little bit. You're reaching, sister. You're reaching.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just
Not
reaching
Mark,
a bit.
you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead and reach in my inbox. We'll talk about it later.
Don't do that.
All right, y'all. We'll be right back.
This podcast deal is so cheap, it's practically stealing airtime. Small business owners, listen up. For just $25, yes, $25, you can get your brand featured on the Drop Your 3 Cents podcast. Here's what you get. 4 video ads running for 4 consecutive weeks, plus a full 30-minute interview to tell your brand's story and connect with new customers. Don't miss this opportunity to amplify your voice and grow your business. Drop your 3 cents with us today.
Best Soul Food Kitchen is back, out with their $10 plates. You haven't lived until you tried Melba's Soul Food Kitchen chicken, Jin, biting into 5 pieces of fresh hot, juicy chicken that's just bursting with flavor.
What's chicken? Too much. Ain't never too much.
That's Melba's Soul Food Kitchen. You can never have too much chicken.
All right, y'all. We are back. I'm not sure what's going on with Adoration.
Okay.
Oh, there she go. There she go.
I
thought you went to go cry somewhere, you know what I'm saying?
So y'all don't know me. Cry. I'll be getting off the car, and me and my friends be calling y'all emotional. Y'all say,
hey, listen.
Whoa.
Adoration be standing on business, man.
Class, my entire page be like,
yeah, nah, you be standing on business, man. That's why I give it to you the way you do, because you stand so firm in your point.
I'm getting messages
you know what I'm
right
saying?
now.
I gotta respect it. You know what I mean? I'm always give you a little pushback, but you be standing on business. So it's got to be respected. You know what I'm saying? For the younger generation that be around.
I was going to say, whoever don't like me can kiss my emotional ass.
Yeah, I definitely don't care about
We
them.
love you. We love an emotional man in this generation.
Oh, okay.
we get called too nice, get pushed over, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
We love an emotional man. Pour it out.
Oh, I guess we was a generation too late, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm just playing. Well, none of that soft shit. You know
we couldn't be softer than baby crap on a hot summer day. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Being soft though. The thing is, when we talk about emotions, we always talk about people crying, but we know that emotions are also anger and frustration. That's also emotions. So that's what when we say emotions. That's what we talking about.
We're living in a generation now where, you know, again, we have people advocating for mental health therapy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is the most I've ever really heard, you know, therapy being pushed in mental health and Black men's mental health, because, you know, you're right, to a certain extent, we do carry a lot. We don't talk about it. We just keep it suppressed, and sometimes it can project. So the same way that I was getting on Ari Lennox, you know, saying the same way that some men project their hurt, their insecurities, you know, saying their feelings and their emotions on the people in a non-productive way. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason why, if I'm giving her some pushback, is because hey, we hold men accountable too. You know what I'm saying? Like especially the men who don't know how to communicate. They sit up there, they drink, or they do drugs, or they hit women, or they abuse women, or they abuse children. You know what I mean? The abuse thing becomes a psychological thing because of how they were raised. You know what I'm saying? Like they maybe didn't get shown love, or they got abused themselves. So hurt people. You know what I mean? And so this is what you kind of learn if you go to therapy. You know what I'm saying? So people have to take that initiative, you know what I'm saying, and accountability, and want to heal yourself. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you have to get called on your ish. But when you start putting yourself into other people's shoes, like again, like nobody said shit on Martin about colorism, but Ari Lennox comes from left wing. It comes from no. So did you think about it until she said it, or did you think about it like before?
And I said,
right. So all I'm saying is that so it wasn't anything personally directed towards her, but then she took it personal. And for my problem with people today is because if nobody says anything to you directly, why do you interject yourself into shit? You know what I'm saying? To where if you step up and you want to, then the same way you can get knocked upside your head, you know what I mean? Don't start crying when you get knocked upside your head because nobody was saying shit or doing shit to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you have to feel a certain type of way if it wasn't directed? And like I said, nobody was saying anything about colorism. No, there was no dark skin jokes, no light skin jokes in Martin, period. So where did it come from?
If anything, everybody should feel bad for Cole. You know what I'm saying? If we're going to feel bad for somebody, let's feel bad for Cole.
Everybody has a different perspective on things. Like I said, I also watched
Cole was portrayed as an idiot. He damn near was illiterate. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't read. He couldn't. You know what I mean? If we're gonna feel bad for somebody, let's feel bad for Cole.
You can feel bad for Cole.
He was dark skinned, and they called him stupid and dumb the entire show. So if you didn't get good grades, you are Cole was your representative. That's
Tommy still in
your GPA was under 2.5. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody has the right to feel bad
in real life. You know what I'm
even
saying?
Big Shirley was dark. She was big and dark. You know, just
the one time they showed her. You know what I'm
saying? But they still never showed her face, but they showed her skin. Everybody on there was dark except for Gina. You know what I mean? Like, you know, Gina was that spot that stood out. You know what I mean? Like, if you're looking at if you're looking at charcoal, she was that little white speck that's probably on the charcoal. That's what equivalent it was. You know what I mean? Like, but anyway, y'all, we got a few more topics. You know, we got Deion Sanders and Karrueche. I think they just came out of just like left field. You know what I'm saying? Do you know who Karrueche is?
I do know who Karrueche is.
Do you know who Deion Sanders is?
I do, but why are we talking about them? I'm not sure.
Well, because it brought up. Shout out to the Queen wherever she's at, you know what I'm saying? But I guess it's brought up another debate about age.
Sleep early. You know what I'm saying? They don't.
Here we go.
It brought up another debate about ageism, you know, because they're talking about his age. You know, he's an older dude. You know, she's younger. You know, is there such thing as ageism within a relationship? And for the optics, you're talking about perception, adoration. So, you know, you have some people looking at Karrueche like, oh, she just in it for the bag. You know what I'm saying? Because Deion Sanders is a successful ex-NFL player, baseball player. He's a coach. You know what I'm saying? He was an entertainer. You know what I'm saying? And he has bread. So, you know, but at the same time, Karrueche ain't no slouch either. But they're talking about, hey, man, like Karrueche, those acting checks are drying up. So, you know, this is your next lick. You know what I'm saying? Like, does she really care for this cat and all this other stuff? Like, why do people care?
I'm going to pose the same question I pose every time in every comment section on this topic. Are NFL players, basketball players, and successful men, time they date anybody? It could be the president's daughter. It could be anybody. All of a sudden, everybody's in the comment section talking about how they, you know, as a woman, and then for men, for rich men, and then as it's confusing. I've never seen a regular congratulation post. It's just always, oh, she's trying to take you for the bag. Don't do it. Don't. And I'm like, well, who's he supposed to date?
No, different with Deion. Wasn't your daughter? Would you try to knock that down too? It's getting creepy. You know what I'm saying? There's no real, to be honest, and I'm gonna always say that. She may be, you know what I mean, but Deion is 60 something. I'm talking
57 and 37. So yeah,
right, I hear you. Correct.
20 years. That's weird. Yeah,
57 and 37.
A little bit.
Years, you know, a long gap.
So to both your guys' credit, I mean, because Quez brings a great perspective. He brings a perspective as a father. And in adoration, that was a beautiful question that you asked. Like, what's wrong with finding love? But and then here goes third right here in the middle because I didn't see this side and I didn't see this side. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see the chicks. You literally go after the older dudes just to pretty much wait for them to pretty much, pass away so they can get whatever type of inheritance or whatever type of will, whatever type of money. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't seen it, so it's not undigestible, you know what I'm saying, or unfathomable, I should say. Right. It's really just it's one of those things where it's like, hey, I hope it work out, you know what I'm saying? I hope it is genuine. She had real genuine tears, you know what I'm saying, like, when he was coming out of the operation or whatever it was. So but again, you don't think about the relatability of it though. Like, just like we just got through talking about, imagine me trying to date, like a 20-year-old. And again, I have to coddle to her feelings, and I have to be extra about what I say. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you did a good job. Oh, I seen you take out the trash. Gold star for you. You know what I mean? Like, what are we gonna? How is it relatable?
Adoration, how old are you?
I'm 29, but
you're 29.
I would say with her, she's 40 and he's 60. So I don't know.
She's 40.
She's 37.
She's like 37.
37.
Oh,
he's 50. 37, 57. So they're 20 years exactly. They're 40 and 60 basically.
Okay, yeah, she's in our age range.
Chris Brown, Beyonce, they 40. Everybody 40. But
you just say 40 years old.
Yeah.
But Adoration, you're like 11 years away from being 40. So you're.
That's what I'm saying, though. I know that's what I'm saying. We're not far.
This is my question to you, Adoration. What do you and the 19-year-old have in common?
Me and a 19-year-old?
Yeah. Would you date a 19-year-old?
A 19-year-old.
19.
Well, when I was 25, I dated a 20.
No, I'm talking about right now.
Not gonna lie, I dated a baby. But no, I mean, not really. I did though. I did, and my friend called me a cradle snatcher. So,
but that's what I'm saying. So even in that short time frame, 29 to 19, you automatically acknowledge that.
No, I agree with you. I completely understand.
Yeah, there's not much that you guys can exist on. You know what I'm saying?
No, but all I'm saying is I'm just putting the fact that I do feel like this. I feel like as you get older, and this is just me, I could be wrong, the age gap gets shorter, and that's just me. I think that when you're a teenager, you should be dating 1, maybe 2 year intervals at max. I think that when you hit 20, you can date more like 5 year intervals. I feel like after 30, it's a little more like 10 years. And that's just me. I think you can be 30 and date a 40-year-old, and that's just me. Some people, I probably wouldn't do it, but some people. Yeah. But I feel like after you get past 40, the intervals are a little different. But that's just me.
I kind of feel you on that 40, 30. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that
20. But so and then so with that being said, I mean, Karrueche's she's 37, so yeah, she's close to 40, so she's definitely within our age group, and she's dating a 60-year-old dude. Mm-hmm. She's a grown ass woman at this point. You know what I'm saying? So
most definitely.
But let's be honest though, when we talk about people going for the bag, people date people their age for the bag. So it could be
absolutely.
And if she wanted to get somebody that was gonna pass tomorrow, she would date somebody older. There's men that are 90 that would happily sign her to their will and enjoy the last 1 year. True. I'm just saying that. It could be anything. We say that all the time. Every time, in fact, I would say almost every time a rich man gets hitched or married or dates, we have the same conversation. So, even if the lady's just as rich as him. So, I think
you're absolutely correct.
Was just getting slammed for dating a older white guy. And she's like, guys, I'm richer than him. And it's like, so every time a woman pretty much dates, it's the same conversation. Or a rich man dates, same conversation. So, okay.
Right.
I'm just saying, right. I think this particular one, even though the age gap is 20 years, it's not like he's Leonardo DiCaprio dating a girl who's barely legal. So,
allegedly.
Not allegedly.
Allegedly. For the sake of the show, allegedly.
Okay, allegedly. Sorry, allegedly.
Hey, I'm gonna take the route of some haters. I'm broke. I ain't got no money to be paying no lawsuit. defamation. You know,
damn sure.
See, that's the thing. When people like Shannon Sharp, he just gonna allegedly, you know.
Let's talk about that for a minute.
Oh yeah, I am happy.
You happy that Shannon Sharp didn't find love?
No, I'm happy that Shannon Sharp. See, the thing is this: when the Shannon Sharp case came out, we were all shocked. Oh my God, Shannon Sharp, not Unc. I felt the same way, y'all, because I used to watch his first take, and I hated the way he was being treated.
I wasn't shocked.
I hated the way he was being treated by Skip. So I was just like, you know what I mean? I was happy when he got his own show. I'm like, go ahead, boy. Then when I heard that, I was like, oh my God. But then when I heard that that wasn't the first time. Right. And he hadn't gotten in trouble any of those times, because let's be honest, a lot of those were, okay, I'm not going to say it, but okay. He didn't get in trouble a lot. He just kept doing what he was doing. And, you know, the clips came up and he wanted a center and he wanted to do this and he wanted to do that. And so you deserve, in my opinion, you deserve what you do. Now, did he do it? Did he not do it? He did it. But you deserve what you did.
Allegedly.
And I think that, allegedly. And I think that when you do something and this comes up and you get away with it, 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 and people are warning you and telling you, hey, get yourself together. I don't know why they were trying to hitch him up with the virgin girl, because let me say this, for all the virgins, I stand for all the virgins in the world as one. We don't want you. We don't want trifling people. I'm serious. We don't want these trifling. Come on, I had a past. I don't want your past. I'm this kind of person, but I want to be with a woman of the Lord. He didn't want a woman of the Lord. He wanted a sinner. And a lot of people like him would actually settle down with that virgin and keep on wanting a sinner and keep on getting a sinner. So I think that that was good. I think it was good. You know, I no longer am saying Unc. I'm saying Shannon Sharp. And you know, they say it respectfully, Shannon Sharp is not so sharp. And
no, I agree with that one.
See,
that was a bar right there.
That 20-year gap is very different. So yeah, I think that
it's the same thing, but we're talking about ageism, then we're talking about colorism, and then we're talking about insecurities. Because what I feel, I don't know, I'm not a shrink, you know, so I'm not a therapist, but Shannon Sharp definitely has some deep insecurities. Maybe, you know, because he is a dark man from the South, you know, saying he probably didn't get a whole lot of play until he became an athlete. And then again, like, so the quintessential prize of America is the clear skinned girl with the blonde hair, blue eyes, you know what I'm saying? And so now he gets to live out his fantasies of such. So now you got insecurities coming in with perversion and different type of thing. Like Quez said, he's probably like, I don't know the word, a weirdo, not a weirdo, but one of them lames who just probably wasn't getting booty back in the day. And it's coming out. Just like Diddy.
If you look a lot of these individuals who participate in those realms of sexual perversion, it's if you look backwards, you could probably say, yeah, when do I fucking with you? You know what I'm saying? You ain't had nothing going on, so you had to wait till you had some money, you had some semblance of power, you had some position, you had something that let you tower over people and you take full advantage of it. As a human being, that's not a natural state, right? As a human being, you shouldn't want to get power so that you can step on people. Right? It makes you a horrible person. Yeah. Not saying that that's Shannon Sharp. I'm just saying in you know, speaking in broad terms, the fact that we watch these individuals who have these little tweaks and abnormalities about them. You know what I mean? Like we could tell Diddy was weird. Shannon Sharp got a list. Travis Hunter looked weird. You know what I'm saying? All these individuals who get money and do dumb shit, it's because they wasn't roasted, and two, they didn't grow up in a community where people, if you didn't get common sense, they smacked you with it, right? Like we grew up in an era where, okay, common sense ain't common, but when you do some dumb shit, you was gonna get knocked out, or you was gonna get popped beside your head, so that you grasp the point, since you couldn't figure it out on your own. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't do dumb shit around here, and we know that when you go play over there on the other side, nobody comes out safe. So don't do weird shit. Like in Cali, if somebody square up, you know what I'm saying? Because people who do normal weirdo, you know what I'm saying? Because we for the fight, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It would squash all that, because we were taught that weird shit has no place in the community. You're gonna hurt your feelings, and that's
right.
You didn't fit.
Right.
It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. If you have
I'm saying this directly to Shannon Sharp, because again, I hope this is a lesson learned. You know what I'm saying? Keep your perversions to yourself. Stop the color purple sex reenactments. You know what I'm saying? Please. You know what I'm saying? It's I don't want to hear no more of you hee-hawing. I'm a shit. Like, please, like, no more, bro. Like, I don't care whether you're gay, straight, you know what I'm saying, bi, this, whatever. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? You love who you love, be who you be, embrace who you be, you know what I'm saying? But just keep that to yourself, bro. No more sexcapades. Because it costs you the bag. You know what I'm saying? Your perversions, your weirdness, it costs you your bag. Your number one rule of trade should be to get the bag, so you can secure your children's future. Don't play with it with somebody who literally just took your bag and talking about, oh, I get to retire from OnlyFans now. Like that girl right there is just pathetic. And again, if she's not of the darker hue, so that just goes to show for the ignorant folks out there that it's not just quote unquote black women who go after these dudes for money. It's women of all races who will find a good lick. You know what I'm saying? And now she don't have to work because she got paid off of you. For me, bro, like I'm just saying hypothetically, if I did not do anything, I would have fought that one. Because you're not about to sit here and live off of me, at no cost. So you know what I mean? But
go ahead, Adoration, what you got?
I need to state my opinion just so as because we're on air.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that people know that I don't see it like that, because I want to make sure people understand that. Me personally, I believe that if you are harmed, then you should get something. Send him to jail. I think it's better for him to be in jail, but that's not how they roll.
Let me piggyback off that. Let
her get it though. No, I want to hear this. Go ahead, Adoration. Finish her point.
I just want to make sure that I'm on air. Make sure that I'm saying what I'm saying. Me personally.
Yeah, let me clarify it and put this on air. I do not condone no type of physical abuse of no woman, whether it be sex, whether it be physical, whatever like that. If you hit a woman, I think that you're a punk. You know what I'm saying? I know there's some deeper rooted issues. If you feel like you have to take something from a woman in that aspect, then yes, you are lame, you're a weirdo, and you should be to some degree castrated. My personal feelings. So my thoughts, views, and opinions are mine and mine alone. It don't reflect nobody else. How I feel about it, how I feel about it. So that's just me personally. But again, with that being said, there are women out here a bag and they will do or say. So
I need women got in his feelings, hit a lick, got paid, and kept it moving. Right now, for real victims, I'm always on y'all side. But I'm not gonna take the side of somebody who just hit a lick. And as soon as you got the money, hey guys, I'm retiring from OnlyFans. Bitch, OnlyFans ain't got no retirement plan. And we didn't care either way. I never knew you was on it. But that just put it in perspective that you needed to make that announcement that I'm retiring from OnlyFans.
That said a lot. It said a lot about her character. Like that,
right. After just coming out of a sexual assault settlement. Hey guys, I got paid, so I'm retiring from OnlyFans. What?
No. Hey, I wish that he would go to jail. No, nothing. Hey, I'm just retiring. I'm glad I got my money and I'm gone.
For all real victims, I feel sorry that we gotta siphon through the BS to get you guys the justice you deserve, because there's individuals out here pulling great heists against people that have wealth, so they can get a bag. Because that's
Big
exactly
dummies,
what that
big
was.
dummies like
We
Shannon
can't
Sharp.
ignore the fact of I need you to put a big black baby in me. We can't ignore these things. You know what I'm saying? You a slave play with this man, and now all of a sudden you assaulted, and then as soon as you get your money, hey, I'm retired from OnlyFans. I'm never gonna work again.
I have a question for Quiz.
Please.
Do you think that he did do what was alleged, or you think he didn't do it?
To her?
No, not with her.
To her? I'm sorry, Adoration. To her, no, I don't think so.
No, I'm asking.
Yeah.
He may have done it to somebody else, and that may be his karma.
Okay.
The one person he didn't do it to actually got a lick out of him. That may be his karma.
So let's say
I don't think he did that to her.
Here's a question. Let's say he did it, right? Let's just say he did it. Do you think that what do you think the outcome should have been if he did it?
If he really did it, see, this be my problem.
What should the outcome be? What should the outcome be?
If he did it, then she should have went to the fullest extent of the law to make sure that he got prosecuted and not took the money.
What is the fullest extent of the law?
Because if you sexually assaulted, you go to jail. Sexual assault is punishable with time, right?
Right. Okay.
Sexual assault doesn't mean let's go meet in the back room and how much money you gonna give me.
She
stop talking about.
Filed the lawsuit. Filed the lawsuit.
That's protocol.
Hey, Dan. Here's the thing.
That's just part of the process.
Yeah,
you gotta file a lawsuit to get the settlement.
Okay. Here's the thing, Quez. Let's be realistic.
Yes, ma'am. Let's be real.
Based on the past, okay, how many predators have actually, especially in cases like that, well, you were dating him, so you were a prostitute, so how many times has call her prostitute, since you called her prostitute, I don't call her prostitute. How many times did a prostitute won a case?
I'm sorry, one more time. My phone just started ringing. Go ahead.
Since we're calling her a prostitute, how many times has a prostitute won a case like that?
Prostitutes don't go to court.
That's not true at all. Prostitutes file lawsuits all the time.
When?
Because a lot of guys, hold up, especially rich and powerful ones, think it's okay to take advantage of them because the rest of the world,
that does happen.
That does happen.
But
wait, hear me out. Let me finish. I'm gonna ask you a question in a minute. Because a lot of people are gonna dismiss it. Okay? So even though she is I don't think she's a prostitute, but an OnlyFans girl, and she dated an old man, and like I said, we know why she dated an old man. He was a rich old man. He was, attractive for his age or whatever. A lot of young girls, they like dads who look like that.
Okay. Can I impose it? No, can I impose a question on you? Because I'm gonna answer. Go ahead.
I got like 2 seconds, Quez. Give me a second.
Go ahead.
Yes, please. Can we definitely got you.
Yeah, I got it. Even though she did that, and like I said, we know why, we get the whole picture. If he assaulted her, which some people say he did, some people say he didn't, he settled. He deserves to be punished, and I stand by that. Go, Quez.
Yeah, if he did it, I just don't believe he did it.
Well, he could have went to court.
He could have. He could have. So could she.
So could she.
There you have it. So let me impose. If I smoke crack, right, on the regular.
Okay.
Let's just say I smoke crack, and I come to buy some crack from Adoration, and that happens to be the time I buy too much and overdose. Should Adoration be punished for my death?
You know what the difference is? I didn't force crack down your throat. I sold it to you. You bought it. You took it. I didn't force it down your throat. I didn't force you into something. SA is a forceful thing. It's not. Hey, I gave you SA. You SA it yourself.
If it happened,
it's different.
No, if it happened, you could have not sold me the crack.
It's different.
You could have told me go get it from somebody else.
I didn't force it up your crack. I didn't force it down your throat. That's different.
What the?
That's what SA is, my love. That's what it is.
I understand that.
Yeah.
We're not
I definitely understand.
What's up, Kira? How you doing?
But at what point does personal responsibility come into play?
You know when it comes in? When you get essayed and realize, wow, I shouldn't have been this close to an evil man like this. Oh my God, now I'm going to go live and sue somebody and everybody's going to be calling me a hoe for the rest of my life. That's where it comes in. See, if you never been SA, you don't know how it feels to be SA. That's where it comes in, believe me. Believe me, that's where it comes in.
So when you were SA, And if that was the case, right? What are some of the things that may prevent that from happening? I'm just asking.
May prevent. I mean, you there's really nothing that will prevent it. You better carry a gun, I guess, but you don't know. You could be dating a guy or not dating a guy. It could be on the street. It could be at the bar.
Right.
That's not.
Real quick, y'all. Well, I gotta hit these comments. We might not have time for the third topic. Jess is here.
Hello.
Okay, so Erica was going back. Oh, they file lawsuits all the time. I actually work with an organization called Grace that supports survivors of SA and abuse, many of whom have been trafficked or forced into prostitution. So yeah, I mean, definitely forced, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I know that to be true too, that, you know, they do file. Sometimes they get lost in the sauce, especially amongst, you know, rich, you know, successful men, as you can see, like the Epsteins and the Trumps of the world, you know what I'm saying? So
well, no, I wasn't. Listen, let me clarify.
No, I
wasn't saying it to be facetious.
Right.
I'm saying when you see a prostitute, when you see a prostitute, and you know they having their tricks and johns or whatever, right? If they come out of a back alley and say, "Hey, this dude just raped me, but I've been seeing you stand on the corner for the past 7 days," your story is not going to have as much of an impact, right? Because
she knows that. That's why she settled. Because she knows that. She knows that.
No, she didn't settle because she knows that. We're talking about two different.
Why
people.
did she settle then?
Because she wanted the money.
She wanted
the money. She would have got the money anyway.
No, she wouldn't have. Because you got to battle public perception. Because we know she a hoe now.
Let's say she would have got the money. Why didn't he go to court, y'all?
So my thing is, why was it? So again, my thing is, why was it a civil suit? If it was that airtight, if she had that some rock solid, then yes, put him in prison.
It's a civil suit, just like because of Cassie's thing. The thing is, even if it was harsh, because they were in a relationship, it goes to civil court.
Okay, I can get you.
It's the truth. It's like
but even still, Diddy shit went to jail for that one too. Hold on, real quick. I wasn't done with the comments yet. Kira said, "Shout out, what's up, Kira? Make sure you go check out her book, Unconquerable 1 and 2 on Amazon." Kira says, "We know the justice system wasn't made for us. He would have probably lost anyway," which is true. Yeah, that's the thing that I hate about these settlements is the woulda, coulda, shoulda, wouldas, because we just don't know. But we do know that yes, there is a separate judicial system for people of a darker hue. And again, she's lily white, you know what I'm saying? They definitely could have played that in. Like Quez likes to say, a clear woman's tears are truly undefeated. So who knows? You know what I'm saying? It looks bad on both their parts. You know what I'm saying? Like, truthfully, if she was, then my heart goes out to her. But the stuff that's been coming out that we hear, that we know, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't seem that way. This one, I'm not saying anybody else. This particular one, she announces her retirement from OnlyFans. She pretty much is saying, "Ha ha, I got my money. Peace out." That's essentially what she was doing. Method XD says she kept coming back though. Kira Phil says, "And hey, I'm managing. Glad to finally be able to listen in. Glad you are too."
Hey.
Erica says it's not an easy thing to deal with, and you don't know the legal system and how it works. If you want to talk with some of these women that I talk to and want to know and want to do what I do, know what it is for us to get into victim shaming. Yeah, bring them on. You know, definitely would love to talk.
Yeah. I'm not victim shaming.
He's definitely
talking about perception.
But in this case in particular, I'm not buying it. Civil suits are very common in these situations. And he settled it. He settled to end it and save his career, but it didn't save his career. Not with ESPN. because regardless of the fact, there's a thing where it's the perception of it. It's not a good look. The stuff that he kind of admitted to on tape, You know, again, with her saying, yeah, I want a big back lady inside of me. I mean, then she's turned into a race thing and all this other. She saw a lick. She saw a football player. She saw an entertainer. She saw a lick. Now, the one thing I will say, playing advocate, is that some of these entertainers and athletes, they are deviants. You know what I'm saying? So, which they can definitely, you know, they're deviants. They because they never had it before, then they turn into something else, and it becomes abuse of power.
Listen, if it was just this situation, I would be like, you know what, Shannon Sharp, come on. But when I dug and I found out his past and his past lawsuits and
I said, adoration. With this one in particular, I hear you. With this one in particular, I don't buy this one. But the other stuff that I've been reading, hey. No, so but adoration. So yes, I mean, I don't give two shits. Yes, I do. But again, like I said, so just how Erica has her experiences, I have mine. So I'm telling you, in Hollywood, Rob can attest to this. We've been at shows where we see these type of girls. But her brother, wait, I'll let you speak. I let your brother can attest to this. There are these type of girls. Their main purpose. I literally just got on here and told you about how these group of women literally one went this way, to try to find people with money. It happens. So to sit up here and to act like it doesn't is asinine to me.
That's not what I'm doing. Here's the thing, there. Let me say this real quick. If you are let's say you're a prostitute, right? Your job is to go and exchange services for money. So you're looking for the richest guy to exchange services for money, right? Done. SA is not a part of that deal. Okay? And I'm going to leave it at SA is not a part. So just because you're looking for a guy with money to pay for your services does not mean that SA
you're right.
Okay.
So you're right, adoration. So in this case, to paint a broader picture, say like this happens, you pay for your transaction here. I give you money, you give me booty, whatever. Okay, cool. Hey, I see that this person may actually have a little bit more money. You know, so let me go ahead and make a claim on this dude. This type of stuff happens. So that's what I'm saying with Shannon Sharp, you know, saying she got a lick. Now, because you're saying that didn't happen. Is that what you're saying? I'm not saying it didn't happen. I don't know. Okay. You don't know. We don't know. Nobody knows but these two. But what's been put out
to automatically assuming him guilty, adoration is the problem.
I did not say that. I said we both know. Both don't know what happened, right? Because
I'm saying in terms of the way you're talking about it from your perspective,
assuming her guilty, and I'm asking you, why are you assuming her guilty? Now
I didn't assume her guilty. I'm saying, what is she guilty of? Hitting a lick? That's the only thing she's guilty of. If I'm assuming she's guilty of anything, it's hitting a lick.
So Erica says, I think we are talking about two separate things, but what Third is saying is it is hard to actually know what is true because of her history. As messed up as it is, it comes into play. Who Shannon Sharp is matters as well. So eloquently put it. That's it.
Exactly. But here's the thing, though.
Mic drop.
What I said was, based on Shannon Sharp's history and his past lawsuits from ladies that claim he S8 them. Now, she is an OnlyFans model. We can call her a prostitute. I don't think it's prostitute, but call it prostitution. Like I said, even if you're a prostitute, it doesn't justify being S8.
She's an online stripper. It doesn't.
It is not Shannon Sharp's first time being taken to court for hitting a woman, for saying a woman, for honoring a woman, for raping a woman. So thank you.
So you're presuming him guilty in this situation. So you wait. So you're believing what she actually says. Well, no. So but you kind of did say that.
Yeah, but how many of these things was he found guilty of?
And unfortunately,
but he settled. He settled a lot of these things.
But that's what I'm saying. So our presumption is irrelevant because he hasn't been found guilty of none of this stuff. So we have to presume these people are innocent until they are proven guilty. He's still not guilty now.
All right, y'all. Go ahead, Jess. Go. Let Jess. Y'all been going at it. Go. But I got 2 minutes. Go.
Let's get it.
It's kind of easy to not be found guilty if you're always settling.
Oh shit, a bar. All right, you know what? Because of this, that's true. That's true too. That's very true too. what we will do, we will pick this up. If you guys are not doing anything, if it's cool, if we're here, we can come back tomorrow for the after party.
Oh no, I'm busy tomorrow.
Thank you.
My son flying back in tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's right. Shout out to my nephew.
Yeah, I gotta go get.
All right, we'll pick it up next week.
Yeah, it always get like this, man.
Because I want Jess's perspective. I know she just got here late. I want to hear.
She gotta start being dark skin, light skin, and show up on time.
Erica, I would love for you to come up and talk to, because again, I guess you're getting the duality of it. Man, it's just, I've seen shit. When Rob comes up for his interview next week, he can tell you some shit. When you work in the entertainment field, you see shit. I was gonna say.
I've seen it too.
Word. All right. So with that being said, we love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting. Make sure you come in. This has been Drop Your 3 Cent. We still love each other. These things get heated. All right. So, but we will come back. We will pick
That's
this
how
up
you got him, huh?
next week.
You found him in the VIP.
Hey,
What happened?
You said what? Say it off.
He found me.
She found me on OnlyFans.
No, he found me.
She found me on OnlyFans. You know, so I'm trying to, because I'm broke. Because I'm broke. You know, what I'm saying, I do my OnlyFans. I just don't got to do the OnlyFans no more. All right, love y'all.